Welcome back to Liberty Nation TV. This is Scott DeCosenza, Legal Affairs Editor and your host. And I'm joined by Mark Angelides. Welcome, Mark.
Hey, Scott.
Mark is our managing editor and often author, and he wrote, a very interesting piece with a fascinating quote from Rudy Giuliani, the president's personal lawyer. And let's just get right into it, Mark. What did Mr. Giuliani actually say?
Okay, hi, Scott. I'll give you the direct quote. It's quote, "I expected the moment I heard Biden's name. I told my colleagues, they're going to kill me," he said. Continuing, he said, "because they're going to kill the messenger. But damn it, the mafia couldn't kill me. Your colleagues are not going to kill me." End quote.
So why don't you read the first sentence of that quote one more time, just so people really get it again?
Sure. "I expected the moment I heard Biden's name, I told my colleagues they're going to try to kill me."
So this is the president's personal lawyer, a former United States attorney, former mayor of New York City, talking about the immediate past vice president going to kill him because of the dirt he may have. Does he really, you think he may really have dirt on the Biden family, Mark?
Well, that's the thing. I mean, we're very much in the age of compromat, as they call it in Russia. And now we've taken to calling that over here too. But if former Mayor Giuliani has in fact been building up a dossier that he claims spans 4 decades of the Bidens' monetization of their political influence, and he's got that kept somewhere as a sort of an insurance policy, or as he calls it, a dead man switch, as it were, then...
So for people who don't know, by the way, I'll just interject to say a dead man switch is basically if a person doesn't input a certain code or activate a certain device within a given time, the switch will throw and then the information will release. That's the principle behind a dead man switch.
That is exactly what Giuliani says he has. Whether that's credible or not, he's never struck me as a man who prefers bluff and bluster. Certainly not during his time as the mayor of New York. So who knows, really? But I suspect there is certainly something behind what he's saying.
Okay, in your opinion, what is the outcome going to be here?
Well, there's a few, aren't there? At the moment, what I've already noticed is that very few of what we would call the more respectable media outlets are even running this. And the ones that are suggesting, and I don't know how they get this, but they're suggesting that perhaps Giuliani is afraid of Donald Trump, which, seeing as he actually references a Biden insurance policy, it seems to me somewhat outlandish that this would be because Giuliani's in fear of President Trump. But the outcomes, either one is that Adam Schiff or the committee itself is going to demand that they have access to these particular files that former Giuliani claims to have, at which point either he has them and he sinks Biden, possibly along with other Democrats, or he doesn't have them and he sinks himself, or they, and here's the thing that I think is more likely, they're not going to ask for them. They're going to ignore that this has ever been said, and they're just going to hope it all goes away and that nobody reports on it too much. Would be my best guess outcome.
Well, that has worked for them in the past. Now, are we going to have the memes? Are the Biden body count memes started, Mark? Is this going to be a thing now? We're going to hear about the Biden body count, like we had Clinton body count, by the way. And I encourage everybody. Mark is the host of a podcast called The Rabbit Hole: Politics and Prose, and you can go down the rabbit hole on the Clinton body count in a way that is fascinating, even for those of us that don't want to be, involved in conspiracy theory. There are so many deaths there that occurred in a way that was fantastic and benefited the Clintons. So, to your answer on the Bidens.
I would say that yes, Biden body count will start trending at some point. Whether it's fair or not, I would say probably not. Nobody's ever accused Joe Biden or Hunter Biden of disappearing folk. But yeah, whether the actual term Biden body count is going to trend, I would imagine so.
Okay, thanks for that, Mark, and thanks for watching. Bye-bye.
Hi, folks. Lisa K. Donner here, editor-in-chief of LibertyNation.com. We hope you enjoyed watching this video, maybe even learned a thing or two. If so, please take a moment and subscribe to our YouTube channel right down there in the corner. Thanks so much.